Welcome to my top 5 albums from January 2022. It's a whole nother year. It's more lists. We're going to continue our series where we talk about my favourite albums from each year. And you've noticed in the title it doesn't say just black metal. That's because I've decided we're still a black metal channel. Pretty much. I still love it. I'm going to do loads of more black metal content. But for the end of the month list, there's going to be some albums which aren't black metal, which I do want to talk about, especially this month, with 2 notable doom metal releases, which you know is going to be on this list. It's Questy. You know what I like. You know I like some doom in here. So you probably can guess what those 2 bands are. If you know. If you're detectives, you'll know what they are. Yeah, we're going to talk about my top 5. We've been doing it 5 for a couple of months instead of 10 because I'd rather narrow it down to ones I really like rather than just throw a bunch of shit at you. Because there's been loads of albums that have been good. But these are the 5 that have blown me away. Not just good, fantastic. So only 5. But, you know, honourable mention, I'll say the new And Oceans album is pretty goddamn juicy. But it didn't quite make the cut. But it is a good album. There's a lot of new black metal albums on Bandcamp which I've been scrolling through. And they've been pretty fantastic too. But these are my favourites of the month, so just like all the others, let me know down below what your favourites are of January 2023. Did I say 22 at the beginning? Dumbass Questy. Goddamn poser. So yeah, let's get started with my first pick. In at number 5, we have some furious, black and death, war metal, blasphemy-esque music. Holy shit, hold on to your asses, because this is going to blast you into the next millennium. Profane Order's One Nightmare Unto Another. And yes, this is nightmarish, yes, this is hellish, and it's just furious up the wazoo, straight away, blasting you in the face. Furious short songs, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. It's that war metal you know and love. If you love bands like Archgoat, stuff like that, Bestial Warlust, you're gonna have a field day on this. It's heavy as shit. It's like when I first heard Panzer Division Marduk, and it literally just I don't want to say scared the shit out of me, but it was so heavy, I was just like, holy crap, I need this in my life. Where's this been all my life? Great band, great new find that I checked out. Furious as all hell, so yeah, you probably heard the little snip of it I showed before, and if that's something that, you know, tickles your balls, then go give it a listen, go give it some love, because it is juicy. Next up, we have Imperium Dekadenz, one of my favourite German black metal bands. It was on my German video that I did, and they have a new album out, Into Sorrow Evermore. So yeah, you know, one of my favourite German black metal bands, and the back, really cool atmospheric black metal, harsh, of course it's harsh vocals, it's fucking black metal, Questy, you dumbass. But it's quite a sorrowful album, kind of. Very moody, very dark, but it still has those black metal tendencies, you know, and love from the band. And the band as a whole, like, albums like Procellin Vadens and stuff like that, so good, so meaningful, and so just profound. I like this album a lot. I wouldn't say it's the best, but I still really enjoy it, and they're one of my favourite bands, so everything they put out is pretty damn special, and this one is no exception. Really good release from January. January is hitting home with a lot of good releases, and some of my favourite bands of all time are on this fucking list, and this is one of them. Go give it a listen, and give it some more love. Coming in at number 3... Katatonia, Sky Void of Stars. We just talked about spacey black metal in a little iceberg, and now we're talking about Sky Void of Stars by Katatonia. Could have easily thrown this on there. But this is one of my favourite bands of all time. Love every single album they've done. I really like City Burials. That came out 2 years ago, I think, and I reviewed it on the channel, and I gave it high praise. This is better. This mops the fucking floor with that. This is like the heaviest Katatonian album they've done since Tonight's Decision. Probably even heavier than that. I mean, there's so many solos on this album, it's ridiculous. Every solo is just beautiful to listen to. The music is very progressive with the doom, and it just works so well. Jonas's vocals are still fantastic, and he's still one of my favourite vocalists of all time. Showcases it perfectly on this album. You're thinking, Questy, this isn't even number 2 or 1. What is going on? Well, January's stacked, okay? Yeah, Katatonia is one of my favourite bands. Yeah, this album's amazing. I love it. I would love to do a full review, but I decided to review, what did I review instead? Ahab, that's correct. Oh, spoiler alert. But yeah, love Katatonia, love this album. It's one of the best in a long time, I think. I think I slightly prefer Dead End Kings, maybe, but this one will grow. I think this one might even beat that. So yeah, if you like Katatonia, there's no reason you shouldn't like this goddamn album. Number 2, we're gonna look at the moon. And it's very goaty. Goatmoon. What once was, shall be again. Love that title. Much better than the Ocean's title. Which was like, once was a forest, now isn't. Is it? I know it's not exactly that, but you know what I mean. Still good, still a good album, but this is better. Number 2 on my albums of the month. Goatmoon's newest album is fucking fantastic. 40 minutes of just pure pagan black metal. I love this kind of black metal. It's like my favourite black metal. Stuff like Nocturnal Mortem, Druid, Hate Forest, Arcona. You know my style. You know all the shit I like. And this is just masterful. It's probably one of the best albums they've done since Finished Stormsteel. And maybe that's pushing it, but it's really goddamn good album. Furious as all hell. Catchy melodies, catchy riffs. Vocals are amazing as always. Really enjoy this band a lot. I should rank them soon. Let me know if you want me to rank Goatmoon. I've been wanting to rank Graveland as well, but they've got so many fucking albums. So Goatmoon only have 7 now. So yeah, I might rank them soon. But I think the next one will be Arcturus. Spacey. Will be Arcturus, and then I still need to do fucking Death Angel. God damn, there's so much to do, so little time. But yeah, Goatmoon's newest album is just a breath of fresh air. It's one of the best they've done in a long, long time, and I fucking love it. But it's not my number 1. You all saw this one coming. There's no surprises here in January. No fucking surprises in the Questy channel, because if I like something, I'm going to say I like it, even if it's predictable or not. Something Game of Thrones should have fucking learnt. Like, having Arya kill the fucking Night King when Jon Snow was built up to do it. Like, what the fuck? That's just... Anyway, my number 1 is Ahab, The Coral Tombs. That's right. Literally, it could be no other album. It's Ahab. It's my favourite. We'll save that for my favourite bands of all time, Redux. But Ahab, one of my favourite bands of all time. And they released a fucking banger. And it's so good. I've listened to it so many times since the release. Every song is a 10 out of 10. I give it a 9. I'm tempted to bump it up to a fucking 10 now. I am tempted to... I think it's a perfect fucking album. I think it's a perfect album. There's no dull moment, and it's Funeral Doom, and you're saying there's no dull moment, but there isn't. Every song's unique, every song has some flair to it, like the Egyptian-style song, The Sea as a Desert, the crazy intro with members of Ulfa, and then the outro with Esoteric where it's spiraling into madness, and then the beautiful, like, sorrowful title track. Oh, I think that everything is fucking perfect. This album is literally my album of the year. Like, it's not even gonna be fucking close. If anything comes out to beat this, I'd like to shake their hand, because at the moment, album of the year is fucking set. It's this one. It's in January. Ahab, the Coral Tombs. Fucking love it. I need to get the vinyl. I need to get everything. But I'm low on money because I'm trying to buy a house. So yeah, let me know what you thought of this list down below. Do you agree with some of my shit? Do you not agree with some of my shit? Let me know down below and pop your own ones. And we'll see you again on another Quest for Metal.